Western civilization has been raised on the Bible for 3,500 years or more since Moses put pen to paper. If the Bible says anything, it says that there is a difference. God makes a difference for the people at the time to realize, and for every succeeding generation. There is a difference between Israel and Palestinians, who used to be called Philistines. You can't read a page of the Old Testament without, well, most Christians don't read the Old Testament or the New Testament, but if you would read it, you would see that there are plenty of lessons to glean from God describing his people, Israel, and their adversaries, the Philistines. Plenty of stories to read, documentation. Today, obviously, we're seeing the same thing playing out. Palestinians, Philistines today doing the same thing they've always done, attacking Israel. Palestinians, Philistines come from Kelushim, Genesis, one of the nations of Genesis 10. They're like a cousin to Abraham's other descendants, Ishmael, the sons of Keturah, and Abram's concubines. They're in collusion with every other seed of Abram. You can't possibly be a Christian, a Bible-believing Christian, and side with Palestinians or Philistines over Israel. The two just don't go together. You're either supporting Israel, not because Israel is great. They're not. But God says the promise runs through Abraham to Isaac to Jacob. Jacob's name changes to Israel. By honoring Israel, we honor God because we're doing what God says. If you look at anything else and you say, well, Israel is doing this, that, or the other thing, or look at how horrible Israel was in the Old Testament, therefore I'm going to support people who I believe are oppressed, they're occupied, then you're obeying man, not God. So understand that it takes discernment to look past the current political situation to the underpinnings of their relationship, which stretch back again to Genesis 10 and 12. The dividing of the nations and God choosing a nation for himself through Abram, later named Abraham, to Isaac, to Jacob, and who had his name changed to Israel. Genesis 32. Yesterday's Philistines are today's Palestinians.